Hello guys, Vin here. So here I have the Fenix TK47vn. There's gonna be two different variety of this light on my store. There's gonna be the UE and the normal version, just the TK47vn, and then there's this one right here, the UEVN. The difference being orange pure reflector versus smooth reflector. All right, and then I'll go into the LED options after we unbox. This light is one of those light where I like it for its practicality, but it doesn't really have a wow factor in any way. Alright? Fenix always give you this really nice braided lanyard. I find it pretty decent as a wrist lanyard, alright? But you definitely, I don't think you can wear this on your neck. And they give you one with every light. A single O-ring. Bunch of manuals, which you don't really need, kind of, but not really. Because this one's funny. Part of it will have the factory UI, part of it will have my user interface. And I'll show you why in a little bit. Fenix, top-notch holster. They always have, they don't provide holsters with every light, but when they do, they're the best. And Fenix is just the best Chinese, generic Chinese, not generic, the original Chinese brand light out there, period. I know it scares us when we hear something that's made in China. Everything's made in China nowadays. Even the American brands, lights are made in China. EgoTac, for example, Zebra lights, for example, they're all American brand, made in China. And, you know, some qualities are okay, some are better than others. Fenix, though, is funny because Fenix is an original Chinese brand, but is better than the American brands. So, take it for what it is. I can't say the same about other Chinese products, but this Fenix brand is something for Chinese people to be proud of, like, literally. Very nice, good phone box. Alright? Set this aside. The only two things that we really care about is the wonderful holster and the light itself. Alright? Beautifully made holster. This one has a fixed bell strap and a removable Velcro. And you know what? Even the Velcro from Fenix is very strong, and it feels good quality. What do you call this? Fabric, lanyard, paracord material, whatever you call this kind of material, is very nice and sturdy. If you inspect the sewing closely, it's very nice. You know, it's like really nice craftsmanship. They paid more for this to be made better, you know, and it shows. It really shows. See, I'm impressed looking at a freaking holster. Can you believe that? All right, let's see how this thing is installed. Slides in, down your side like so, and it Velcros. It locks really tight. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so it's a good holster. Alright, get that out of the way. Fenix, excellent build quality all the time. The reason why do I keep on brag about Fenix quality? Because you don't really see the quality until you open one of these guys up. Okay? For example, the tail cap of this particular light is a whole lantern assembly all on its own. There is a circuitry in here. Very nice spring, everything's gold plated, everything's machined. If you take this entire tail cap apart, there's like 10 different parts or more that make up this tail cap here, right? And I'm not even talking about the nice anodization, nice square cuts, tail threads, how it wonderfully fits. Not just that, just the engineering itself is just perfect. And the button here, they didn't have to make it out of metal. They made it out of really nice machined metal with spirals on them so it grips, right? They did the same for the metal button here. See, you can hear it because it's very grippy and it's nice. and the prints are not too excessive. Look at the bezel here. They went through the extra extent to sandblast it nicely, so it looks nice and there's no glare, and it's really thick. Fits really nice, right? Tiny little hot logo that lines up with the button here. Okay, I must admit the design here is kind of off, okay? So build quality is nice. This is subjective. I would have carried the spiral grip part here all the way through the light. That would make it look more uniform and it'll look better. I don't know why it made the last half smooth and ugly and this really nice spiral grippy part of the knurling here. Oh God, now I can't unsee it. Now, this light was a great light. Now it's a good light because they failed on the knurling. And when I see something that I don't like, I can't unsee it. That's no good. They just ruined a review that was going to be all rave. Okay, moving on. So, it's a good light inside out. Very well engineering, all right? This particular sample, the UE, has a very nice orange peel reflector. And what all of the TK47 mods will have DriveVNX2, which powers the forward light, the throw light, right? So if you pick the orange peel version, the UE version, it'll come with XHP70.2, the new LED. You can have 6500 Kelvin or 5000 Kelvin. Or if you pick the throw version, it will have the smooth reflector and the XHP 50.2, only in 6500 Kelvin for the throw version. Which version would I recommend? I would recommend the orange peel XHP 70.2 version because it has a nice large hotspot. This light is not really a great thrower, so might as well make it a decent, a really bright, decent thrower, but with a large hotspot. And I think that makes it suits the purpose of the light. The nature of the light better. And why do I say that? I say that because there is a lantern built at the rear of the light. And my mods with the new circuit powering the forward light does not affect the rear light because it's still an 8-volt setup, right? The 2-cell setup. Well, you don't really need to know that. The point is, the rear light would operate independently of my mod. It will work just fine. So let me demonstrate the lantern, right? Via the rear switch here. If you press and hold, it will turn on this lantern. Isn't that cool? Super practical. Doesn't look very bright on video, but in pitch dark, it is bright enough to light up a room and navigate, right? If you have it sit on a campsite, it'll light up the surrounding area. Very nice lantern. I haven't really seen any light with a dual purpose like this one. So this is very cool. A single press makes it turn red. Still relatively light in pitch dark and doesn't blow out your vision, right? Another press gives it a slow blink. I imagine this is possibly good for a roadside signal. Okay? Press it again and you have an SOS. Honestly, I would rather have strobe than SOS, but you know, your mileage may vary, all right? And then a single click again will, basically every single click cycles through the different levels that it has, all right? Constant brightness, blinky, SOS, and then a blinky and then an SOS, and then back to this. You press and hold, it turns it off. And like I said, that operates independently of the side switch that powers the front light. This is a factory light, so it has a factory user interface. I'm not going to demonstrate the user interface. But with DriveVNX2, you know how DriveVNX2 works. If you don't, there will be a link that shows you how to program DriveVNX2. And a ton of my lights runs on DriveVNX2, so you should look up on it. It's a big deal, right? If you don't know how to use that, if you don't really like DriveVNX2, you're not going to like a bunch of lights. If you fall in love with DriveVNX2, you will love all of the offerings that have it, and then you will hate all the other user interface forever. So that's that. It's a good light. I don't have the numbers here with me, so you will check on the sales link, and then it'll show you all the numbers. The XHP50 will throw decently well. It's just not my recommended choice. I would just go with the orange peel reflector for that perfect beam. And it's going to make a really good beam with the HP 70.2. Right now, as it stands, it's a pretty good beam because of the 70 clear dome. There's kind of a small hint of donut hole with the 70.2 perfect beam, right? It's a good light. This is definitely not a wow light. This is just a good all-around light because of the dual 18650 configuration. I think it makes a decent signal light with the red lantern, and it makes a good patrol light also, right? Or it's just a good camping light, good around the house light, really. If you like smaller body diameter, these lights, you can't really beat this light. TK75 here has a fat body, and not everybody have the hand and the strength to hold one of these heavy boys, bad boys. Check this out. I have small hands, and I can't really fully wrap my hand around the entire body of the light, so it's not as comfortable. It's not really commanding hold, right? But with a smaller body serial configuration, it's just I can have total grip, and it's really harder to drop one of these lights. So, nothing wow about it, but it's a good all-around light. We'll demonstrate the output of both LEDs outdoors so you can see the night beam shots. But like I said, it doesn't throw particularly well, it doesn't flood particularly well. It's just a good all-around light. Very, very good general purpose light. All right? Thank you.